Hello guys, welcome back to my Chanel Whispering Coffin. Today's story is the abandoned military bunker. Knew my name. I wasn't supposed to find the post. It appeared for less than 30 seconds on a local missing persons page before it vanished. No comments. No shares. Nothing. Just a blurry photo of a guy standing in front of a rusted bunker door in the middle of a forest. Under the image, there was only one sentence. If you hear the knocking from underground, do not answer it. And beneath that, missing for 9 days. Something about it felt wrong. Not fake. Worse. The photo looked old, but the timestamp said it had been uploaded only 6 minutes earlier. Then I noticed something that made my stomach tighten. The person who uploaded it had my full name. Not a username. My actual name. I thought it was some weird glitch, maybe a hacked account or a troll. But when I refreshed the page, the post was gone. Completely erased. I should have stopped there. But that night, curiosity destroyed me. I reverse searched the image and somehow traced the location to an abandoned military communication bunker hidden deep in the mountains outside my town. No public roads led there anymore. No tourist videos. No urban explorers. Nothing. Like the place had been digitally buried. The next morning, I drove there with my camera. At first, it looked normal, just dead trees, broken fencing, and old warning signs half swallowed by moss. But the deeper I walked into the forest, the quieter everything became. No birds. No wind. Even my footsteps sounded muted. Like the forest was listening. After nearly an hour, I finally saw it. A massive concrete door built into the side of the mountain. Half open. Dark inside. And painted across the entrance in faded white letters. Bunker 14, Signal Testing Division. The air around it felt freezing cold. Not natural cold. Like standing beside an open freezer full of wet metal. I turned on my flashlight and stepped inside. The bunker was huge. Miles of tunnels. Old wires hanging from ceilings. Broken radios. Military equipment covered in dust. But the weirdest part? The power was still running. Dim red emergency lights flickered deep underground. That meant someone or something was maintaining the place. Then I heard it. Knocking. 3 slow knocks. From somewhere behind the walls. Thunk. 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 I froze. A voice whispered through the darkness. Very quietly. Please don't leave me here. I nearly dropped my flashlight. It sounded like a young woman crying underground. I shouted back asking where she was. No response. Then the knocking happened again. Closer this time. Thunk. 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 I followed the sound deeper into the bunker until I found a heavy steel door slightly open. Inside was a control room filled with hundreds of old monitors. Most were dead. Except one. On the screen, I saw myself. Live footage. Me standing in the room. But the camera angle wasn't from the ceiling. It was from directly behind me. I spun around. Nothing there. Then the monitor changed. Now it showed me entering the bunker earlier that day. Then another clip. Me sleeping in my bedroom last week. Then another. Me sitting in my car yesterday. Different angles. Different locations. Someone had been watching me for days. I backed away from the screen, shaking. That's when the radio on the desk suddenly turned on by itself. Static exploded through the room. Then a voice came through. My voice. Not similar. Exactly mine. And it said, "You finally made it below." Every monitor instantly switched at once. Not to me. To a dark hallway somewhere deeper underground. Something was standing there. Tall. Too tall. Its head almost touched the ceiling pipes. But its body looked unfinished. Like it kept changing shape every second. The thing slowly lifted one arm and pointed directly toward the camera. Then all the speakers in the bunker blasted the same sentence. Wrong person received the signal. The lights died. Total darkness. And then, the knocking started all around me. Not from one wall. Every wall. Hundreds of knocks at once. Fast. Violent. Like people trapped inside the concrete were trying to break out. I ran. I didn't care where. I just sprinted through the tunnels while the bunker screamed with metallic banging behind me. Then I heard footsteps chasing me. Heavy footsteps. Not human. Too uneven. Like multiple legs dragging across steel floors. I turned my flashlight behind me for half a second. And saw dozens of faces pressed against the hallway walls. Moving inside the concrete itself. Their mouths opening and closing silently. Watching me run. One of them looked exactly like me. I finally reached the main exit door. But when I got outside, the forest was gone. The bunker entrance no longer led to the mountains. It opened into another bunker corridor. Identical. Same red lights. Same rusted walls. Same knocking. I turned around in panic. The original bunker door behind me slowly shut by itself. Then a speaker crackled overhead. Signal accepted. That's when I realized something horrifying. I hadn't discovered the bunker. The bunker had been searching for someone. And somehow, it chose me. I kept walking for hours trying to find another exit. Every hallway looped back. Every room had old military files with my name stamped on them years before I was born. Then I found a final room at the very bottom level. Inside was a single chair facing a giant black screen. And sitting in the chair was me. Or something pretending to be me. It looked older. Skin pale gray. Eyes completely black. But it smiled the moment I entered. Then it spoke. You answered the knocking. The screen behind it suddenly turned on. And I saw thousands of live camera feeds from all over the world. Bedrooms. Subways. Schools. Forests. Every screen showed people hearing something behind their walls. Knocking. 3 slow knocks. Thunk. 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 Then my double leaned closer and whispered, "Now your voice becomes the next signal." The bunker lights shut off forever. And the last thing I heard before everything went black was my own voice echoing through the walls, begging someone new to come find me. Tell me which story I should do my next podcast on.